Hey guys, it's Rose with Rose Likes Crochet. How is everybody doing? It is Monday, June 9th, 2025, and I am coming on here with another yarn yakking video for June. So for those of you who are new here, my name is Rose. I like to crochet. I like yarn a lot, and I make stitch markers along with other handmade items. You can find those in my Etsy shop. It is linked down below in the description box, so if you could go favorite the shop and favorite a few items, it really does help me out a whole lot, and I do appreciate it. So yarn yakking videos are me talking about if I have any happy mail, which I technically do. I have donations today. If I've gone yarn shopping, which I have, but online, and if I have any finished objects, and I do. So we're gonna do all kinds of stuff today. Before we get into that, I do have some admin stuff to go over with you. There is a Facebook group for this YouTube podcast. If you wanna come and join, you do have to answer 3 questions, but I promise they're very easy. We have a good time over there, so you can go ahead and join. You can also follow me on Instagram. That's at Roselikescrochet. And if you find, what are those called? Giveaways, and they tell you to tag a friend, feel free to tag me in those giveaways. So the Instagram page is connected to a Facebook business page. So those all have the same things on there. But if you're on Facebook and you want to follow the business page, that would be awesome too. Besides the Etsy shop, there is a spring shop, which is linked down below. If you want to get some Rose Likes Crochet merchandise like tote bags or t-shirts or stuff like that. I think that's it for admin stuff. I do have a couple extra things to talk about today. We are normally going to talk about random acts of crochet kindness and the generous crafters in all of my videos this year, so I'm definitely going to be talking about that today. But before we get into those 2 things, I do want to first say that Herrschners, if you guys are aware, is having a warehouse sale at their location in Wisconsin. And last year I went with my good friend Paula, and we found some amazing deals, but we went during the week. And this time we're actually not gonna go during the week. We're gonna go on Saturday, June 14th. So we will actually be there. Me, Paula, and Philip are gonna go. Carolyn can't make it. And so if anyone is going to the Herrschners warehouse sale and you'll be there on Saturday the 14th, leave a comment down below and let me know. And hopefully we can meet up and I can say hi to you, because that would be so cool to meet some of you. Last year I met someone, her name is Julianne, and she was so fun and so amazing. Her and her husband, we all had a good time chatting last year at the Herrschner sale. So this is what the flyer that I got in the mail, and on the back there is a coupon that has 10% off your purchase of $75 or more, 15% off your purchase of $150 or more, and 20% off your purchase of $250 and more. So it goes from June 11th through June 15th, and it's at the Herrschners warehouse in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. So if you're gonna go, let me know, so that we can try and figure out if we can meet up over there. Okay, so that is the Herrschners warehouse sale. I am so excited. Although I will tell you that this year I am only looking for specific items. I'm gonna try not to go crazy. I said I'm gonna try. There's no guarantee. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about before we get into random acts of crochet kindness and the generous crafters is I did a craft fair this past Friday, so 2 days ago, and it was in a town not far from me in the northern suburbs of Chicago, and it was called their block party. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw I try and post when I'm doing shows, so if people are local, they can come and hang out with me. I will tell you all the stuff that I sold, but the important thing about this block party, it was from 5:30 to 9:30, so it was only for 4 hours, and there was no entry fee for me to do this craft fair. So a lot of times you'll have to pay like a booth fee. And for this particular show, you guys, I did not have to pay a booth fee. And I'm going to tell you that it was one of my best shows that I've done. Even last year, it was one of my best shows that I did last year. And it was not a disappointment this year either. So I am going to tell you what I sold. It's a lot, and there are some things that I'm going to talk about that I have not shown yet on my channel because they're pre-recorded, but you will see them eventually. So I'm just going to start with loveys. I only sold one lovey this time, and it was a penguin lovey. Now, if you're not sure what a lovey is, go check out my Etsy shop. I use the tutorial from Zelda NRJ3 here on YouTube, and it's always linked down below in the description box. Okay, so are you guys ready? Because it was crazy how much stuff I sold. I sold 2 hair scrunchies. I sold 7 chickens. I sold 10 loaf cats. I sold 5 octos, 4 bucket hats, 2 bees, 2 of my small roses, 12 of my large roses, 3 stingrays, 4 of my 5 pigs, which that's the thing you haven't seen yet. I only have 1 pig left. 2 water bottle holders, 9 frogs, 4 corn. So I have 2 corn left. So this is going to be what I'm going to be working on coming up here. I sold 2 F-bombs, 2 fidget flowers, which you guys haven't seen yet either, 1 damn it doll, 2 towels with the towel rings, 1 emotional support pickle, and 1 fidget keychain, which you haven't seen yet either. So it was such a great success. I was so happy. I have another craft fair at the end of this month. I have one the weekend of July 4th, which is a 2-day event. And then I have 3 or 4 in August. So for the next month and a half, I am just going to be trying to replenish my stock from this craft fair. It was awesome, you guys. I was so happy. I was really tired though, because they didn't close till 9:30 and people kept on coming by. So I didn't get home until like 11:30, close to 12 o'clock, but it's okay. So that went really well. So thank heavens. All right. So the next thing I'm going to talk about now that we're done with the Herrschners and the craft fair is we're going to talk about random acts of crochet kindness. So this is a contest that I'm doing every month here on my channel. I am picking an item out of a bag, which is right here. So it's random. I'm picking random items out of a bag to do random acts of crochet kindness. And my contest simply entails you make however many you want of the random acts of crochet kindness. Send me an email with a picture of your items and where you left them, and then you get entered into my contest every month. And the prize is really small. It's just a little ball of yarn, a stitch marker, and some stickers. So it's not like anything super exciting, at least not that I think so. But if you do, I'm really happy. So last month, our item was a heart. And the last yarn yakking video I did, we went through and I showed you guys all of everyone who entered my contest for the month of May, showed you all their hearts, gave you some ideas on where they left all their random acts of crochet kindness. And then I completely forgot to pick another item for June. So a couple people were like, yo, what happened? Why didn't you pick an item? And it was just because it totally like lost my mind. So, all right. So we are going to pick an item for June. And by the way, the whole point of this is just to have a little bit of fun. I personally think charity feels good. I love doing random acts of crochet kindness as well as donating to charity. And this is something so tiny. You can use scrap yarn on it. You don't even have to put it in a plastic baggie. You can just tie a little handwritten note to it and leave it somewhere. And hopefully someone finds it and it makes them smile. And that's the only reason that we're doing this. Okay, so here are the rest of the items that I put on pieces of purple paper, of course. So we're gonna pick one, and I think we got one, and we're gonna see what this is. And oh my gosh, you guys, are you ready to see what the item is for the month of June? It's a worry worm. Oh my gosh, that is so fun. All right, so for the month of June, our random act of I'm going to write this on here so I don't forget. The month of June is going to be a worry worm. So if you guys would like to start making some worry worms and leaving them places, make sure you take a picture, send me an email with where you're going to leave them. And these are so fun to make, you guys. Worry worms. Okay, so that is our item of the month for June. I'm super duper excited. You should be able to find a really probably like 10 or 20 tutorials for worry worms on YouTube. So go and check that out. Okay, so the next thing we're always going to talk about on my channel, at least through the month of October, is going to be a charity that you are helping me support this year, and it is called the Generous Crafters. So the blog for the Generous Crafters is down below in the description box, and they agreed to work with me this year and with you guys, and we have a list of what they're asking for every month. That's down below also. And we are in the month of June. So in the month of June, they are asking for chemo hats. There is a link in their blog for a pattern for chemo hats. But the basic premise is it needs to kind of be tight stitches, and it needs to be a really soft yarn. So this is something that I would not recommend you use Red Heart Super Saver for. That's just my personal opinion. I would probably not make a chemo hat out of Red Heart Super Saver. Maybe bamboo or cotton or something like that. You can probably also do a search on YouTube for chemo hats, crochet or knit, and you probably will find a whole bunch of patterns there. So that is for the month of June. And for just so you guys can get a head start, the month of July is shawls. And I am probably going to have a sale in my Etsy shop for the month of July for shawls, because I have quite a few shawls in my Etsy shop, and I'm probably going to do a special sale for anyone who wants to buy one of my shawls, probably like even half off on a shawl, but I haven't decided yet. I'll decide that in at the beginning of July. So don't buy any shawls yet on my Etsy shop, because I need to think about how I want to price them, because there are different prices in there. So that is for June, chemo hats. July is shawls. And then there are 2 items that you can send anytime. The first item that you can send anytime is a prayer square. So these are the prayer squares. They are 3 by 4 if you're going to knit or crochet. And if you want to sew, they can be a 3 by 3 or a 3 by 4. And the knit pattern here that they gave me samples of does not have, this is just a charm there as a cross. And this one is specifically got the bobble pattern to it. And this one just has the charm to it also. And then what they'll do is they will bag it up and they will put the prayer on the back. Now you can also make this crocheted one or this one without a cross, and they will make this non-denominational for the prayer square. So these you can send in anytime that you want. And the other item you can send in anytime you want is going to be 6-inch granny squares, as many as you want, up until October. So we are doing this through the end of October. So I do have 3 packages today that I picked up at the post office that I'm going to show you for donations to the Generous Crafters. So let me get the first box. Hang on. All right, you guys, the first package I have is from Marche, and she is from Georgia, and I have a note card here. By the way, you guys, if you have a cat and you would like to donate to the Generous Crafters, and you're going to send it to me. By the way, if you do want to send any donations, the P.O. box is down below in the description box. If you have a cat, if you could just do me a favor and write on your box or on the note that you have cats and put your items in a plastic bag, I would really appreciate it, just because I'm very highly allergic to cats. Okay, let's see what Marche says. She says, "Good day. Enclosed, you will find the baby hats." Oh, okay, so May was baby hats, so you don't have to send baby hats anymore. Now we're looking for chemo hats, but these are left over from May. I am a cat-free house. However, I purchased a few from a craft sale and placed those in the zipper bag. I'm working on the random acts of crochet kindness. I have sent you one of mine. Feel free to pass it along. Have a super week, from Marche. Oh, Marche, you are so sweet. Here, oh my God, I want to keep it, but I want to give it away too. It is so beautiful. You guys, it's like a stuffed heart. So heart was our random act of crochet kindness for May. And then she's got a little card in there, and the card says, "I was lost, but you found me. Take me home or pass me on. If you're lost, you can be saved also." And then she has John 3:16 on here. So Thank you so much for that, Marche. It's so pretty. I want to like hang it from my car, but I'm probably going to give it away. I don't know. I'll think about it. Thank you, Marche. These are the hats that she purchased from a craft fair, and she put them in a plastic bag because she wasn't sure if there were any cats around them. So thank you so much for that, Marche. Have no fear, Marche is here because wait till you guys see these baby hats. Are you guys ready? Oh my gosh, they are so sweet. Are you kidding me, Marche? Oh my gosh, look at that. These are just beautiful. Marche, thank you so, so much for making, wait till you see this one, you guys. Are you serious right now? These are just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Do you have a pattern that you use? Because look at this one, you guys. It's got like the little, oh my gosh, the little V-stitches. You're just, this is an amazing job, Marche. Look at the flowers with the buttons. Look at this. Oh my goodness. You guys, these are all on pins. All these flowers are on pins, so you can take them off and wash the hat. Hold on, let me see if I can show you. I don't want to like mess up the flower. Okay, I'm not going to mess it up, but you can see that it's pinned on there. Oh my gosh, these are just gorgeous, Marche. Look at that, you guys. I know you can see it. And I hope that you guys are watching. Please don't feel obligated to send donations. There are quite a few people in your own community that could use help. So I always encourage you to donate locally if you can. And there's also other people here on YouTube that are collecting donations. So I would recommend perhaps maybe searching the word charity and see what you can find. These are absolutely amazing, Marche. Thank you so, so much for sending. The yarn is so soft. The colors are beautiful. You did an absolutely amazing job. So thank you so, so much for donating to the Generous Crafters. Okay, the next two boxes are actually from the same person. Let me grab them. Hang on. All right, you guys, the next two boxes were from Terry, and she's from Maryland. And I did not see a note in the box, but the boxes were pretty full. So I'm going to show you what we got here. We have some prayer squares. So there are two in this bag right here. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful, Terry. And then we've got, it looks like two in this bag also. And look at the pretty yarn. So we've got one in that, that looks like a Karen Simply Soft, one of those rainbow colors. And then we've got a green one. And here we have a green one and a pink one. And then there's one not in a package, so you guys can see what they look like. And you can see the bobble stitches. That is just beautiful. Terry, thank you so, so much for sending those prayer squares. And then everything else is 6-inch granny squares, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so there's a lot. Terry, was this like all scraps? Like what is going on? They're so pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is like an entire blanket right here. I'm telling you right now, we could make maybe even 2 blankets with all of these squares. Wow, these are just beautiful, Terry. Now, I am imagining that you used your scrap yarn, and look at what you can do with scrap yarn. I have a whole bunch of scrap yarn. I need to get going on some granny squares for sure. Now, this one has sparkle in it. You can't see it. Oh my gosh, these are just so pretty, Terry. Thank you so much. And these are addicting to make. And you know what? I don't mind making granny squares. That one is all sparkly. I just don't like putting them together. That's why I am so glad that the ladies and gentlemen at the Generous Crafters are going to be putting these together for us. And like I said, they're going to be making blankets, and they're also going to be making scarves with them. So look at that. Okay, we've got a couple more piles here, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. This one is just curling a little bit, but look at how pretty that is. I would never think to mix like this denim-y color with a variegated, but that looks really cool. Like really cool. Oh my gosh. And look at that. I would not want to do that and change colors every row, but that's just me. That's the same thing. That is not my cup of tea. That's all I'm saying. Oh, look at that one. That is so pretty. Hey, Terry, what is the pattern on that one? Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. And look at that one with the flower. Okay, I got to make a flower granny square. I would have, my thoughts on the flower granny square is I would want to make an entire blanket with those. But if you're going to make an entire blanket with a flower granny square, do you make them all the same color or do you do different colors? What do you guys think? I don't know. I need opinions on that. So we have more, you guys. Look at this. This one, the pink is sparkly in there. Oh my gosh. Okay, my piles are getting big. Hold on a second. There we go. See, and then we can put like all these with the pink in there together. Here is another one with that denim, and that has the denim in it. Oh my gosh, there's more denim. Denim and the red, white, and blue. That is so, so cool. And then here's some more purple and green. Oh, I love that. This one might be my favorite one. Those are like my two favorite colors. Okay, all of those. All right, and we have another pile here, you guys. Oh my gosh, here, let me move some of this out of the way. All right, so we have some more of this sparkly Christmas. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to show you guys. I don't know if you can even see the sparkle on there. Oh, there's more of this denim. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that. Terry, thank you so, so much for sending all of these granny squares. Like, did you just decide to make them when I started announcing that we were going to accept them? Or have you had these? Were these supposed to be for another project? There's this denim again and the red, white, and blue. And here's some more of the Christmassy one. So we can definitely separate these. We could do like a scarf with the Christmas ones. Oh yeah. Because I don't think there's enough to do like a blanket, but that would be so cool. Here's more of this pink sparkly yarn. And look at that one. Oh my gosh, I just love them. All right, you guys, we are almost done with the granny squares, but I don't want it to end. I don't. This is another one with the Christmas in it. And then this also has the pink sparkly yarn around the sides. Oh my gosh. Terry, thank you so much for sending the 2 packages. I really appreciate it. This one is really cool, guys. It's hard to tell, but it's not a traditional granny square. It's got like the circle in the middle. And then here are the last 2. There's another flower. Oh man, I want to do that. Okay, so Terry, thank you so, so much for all these granny squares. This is incredible. This is literally a blanket or 2 right here. Amazing, absolutely amazing. So anyone who's watching the video, if you could please make sure you leave a positive comment about the donations that you saw today, that would be amazing. Remember, I do encourage you to donate locally if you can. It just saves you on postage. It helps your own community and it just feels good no matter where you donate, right? Okay, so speaking of donating things, I did go to the local thrift store with my friend Paula like about a week ago, and we were looking around. We saw some yarn and it was a Monday, so it was half off. So I found this bag of yarn right here, and I don't think that there was much else there, but it was half off Monday. So it was $3.99 for this bag, and so I got it for $2. So I got a ball of cotton, I got a ball of eyelash yarn, and then this one is Bernat Softy Baby. So this I'm probably gonna run through the knitting machine and see if I can make a hat. I want to start getting my hats ready for donation to KK Crochet. I will link her down below. She does something called Bumblebee Mountain Outreach, and she collects hats for the end of the year. So this is probably going to go in the knitting machine for a hat. So I will link KK and Kristen down below if you guys want to go and check out their charity that they're trying to collect for also. So I found that was $2 for the whole bag. And then we were looking by the baby blankets, and we found some crocheted baby blankets that we had to rescue. So there was actually 4 baby blankets there that were handmade. One was knit, and it was there was like a stitch that was messed up, and since I'm not a knitter, I wouldn't know how to fix that. And then there were 3 crochet baby blankets there. And Paula took one. Well, she didn't take it. She bought it. And I bought 2. And what I'm going to do is when we are collecting for baby blankets at the end of this year, these are going to go in for the donation. But I want to wash them first. So I'm going to just show you. So obviously this is not my work. This is something that I picked up at the local thrift store. So I mean, you guys, I can't even believe that people donate these to the thrift store. They're just beautiful. I don't know why, but okay. I don't know why they would be donated, but I saved them. So this one was originally $4.99. $4.99. Can you even get the yarn for $4.99 for this? No, you can't. And then it was half off. So I got this blanket for $2.50. So this is one of the blankets that I rescued from the thrift store, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I mean, just look, it's just gorgeous. I cannot wait to throw this in the wash and make sure that it's nice and soft and ready for the next person to use it. So this is going to be washed, and then I'm going to donate this at the end of our charity here on this channel. The other one that I rescued, and I don't remember which one Paula rescued, but I'm sure she's washing hers too, and then she's going to give it to me for the donation. This was also $4.99, and I got it for half off. And it is a, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's the granny stitch, and I don't know if they made it using 4 different triangles and then they attached them. I don't know, but it's beautiful, and it's got these little tassels on it, and I rescued this one too. So $5 for these 2 blankets, and then those get to go to the generous crafters at whatever month it is that we're doing baby blankets. All right, so that is it for donations. So now what I want to show you, because I haven't done any yarn shopping except for online, and I got all of the Bag O' Day yarn from Mary Maxim. And I cannot wait to open it up and show you guys. I know everyone has had it for like a month. I had it in my cart for a long time, and I was waiting for a good shipping deal, and I finally got a good shipping deal. And it probably came like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, but I didn't have time to do it on my last yarn yakking video. So most of you have probably already seen the yarn, but I haven't, and I want to show you each color. So hang on just a second, let me get it. Hold on. All right, you guys, here's the bag. I haven't opened it yet. I'm so excited to open this bag. Now, I think she is also coming out with some solid colors, but they're not out yet. And I picked up one of every color that she had, except there was, I think, 2 colors that I got more than one of. And I did want to show you that this is the Mary Maxim catalog that just came out. And you see what's on the front? It is the Moonlit Magic Throw, and it says introducing Bag O' Day tonal hues yarn only at Mary Maxim. So she's got a bunch of kits in there, and she has the yarn in there. And what does this say? This says $10 off any order of $59 or more, and use code 554B10. It expires July 6th of this year. So if you guys are interested, go and get yourself some Bag O' Day tonal hues yarn. So I will, let me open up this bag so we can see what it looks like. I'm so excited. I'm so happy for Crystal. Hang on. All right, you guys. Now, the good thing about Mary Maxim is that they do put an invoice in their boxes. And let me see, I ordered these on May 23rd. I don't remember when they got shipped. Like I said, probably a couple weeks ago. I paid $4.99 shipping, and these were each $6.99. And there were 2 colors that I got 3 of. And I'm going to give a kudos to Mary Maxim for how well they shipped this. So the ones that I got 3 of are in their own plastic bags, right? So that is those. But everything else came wrapped in plastic, you guys, which is awesome, because then if the bag rips, like the original shipping bag rips, you don't have to worry about your yarn getting dirty. That is amazing. Way to go, Mary Maxim. Okay, so we're gonna open these up, and we're gonna see what everything looks like. And like I said, I got one of every color. Oh, maybe I got 2 of something here. I don't know, it looks like 2 of something here. Hang on, guys. All right, you guys, so there are 13 colors and I did not get duplicates of the one that I thought it was a duplicate. They just look very similar. So I am so excited to show you. You guys, they're so soft. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna just show you the packaging. I'm sure if you've been around YouTube for the last month, everyone has shown you the packaging, but this is what the label looks like. It's got the crown. If you don't know Crystal, she's a big Freddie Mercury fan, so all of the colors are named after something, either Freddie Mercury from the band Queen, that is related to him or his songs or a lyric or something somehow. So this is the label, Bag O' Day Tonal Hues, and it says it is premium anti-pill acrylic. It says about Bag O' Day, millions of crochet enthusiasts have fallen in love with Crystal and her YouTube channel, Bag O' Day Crochet. Mary Maxim is proud to partner with Crystal to create this one-of-a-kind anti-pill acrylic yarn, sure to excite yarn lovers everywhere. Yes. Find Bag O' Day online. They've got YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook on here. Approximately 328 yards or 300 meters, 100% anti-pilling acrylic, 150 grams, 5.3 ounces. Care instructions: machine wash in warm water, tumble dry normal, do not iron, do not dry clean, do not bleach. And then, and this is pretty awesome because you know how sometimes on the yarn labels, it has the little symbols and you have to figure out what the symbols mean? The care instructions are written out in very plain to read English. So that is awesome. Crystal, I don't know if you have anything to do with that, but that is pretty amazing and very helpful. And then it says to use 5mm knitting needles and crochet hook. It's a 4 medium weight. It's made in Turkey. There is a die lot on these, and then it's got like a special number, and then it's got the name of the color. So this particular color is called Exquisite Clutter. Exquisite Clutter. It is a little tad bit darker than what you're seeing in, well, than what I'm seeing. Maybe it'll come out correct on when you guys are seeing it. It is so soft, you guys. It is super duper soft. So I have one of this color. I'll save the ones that I have 3 of for the very end, because that's going to have to be a cool project. But this is just so soft. Oh my gosh. So Gary from Urban Yarn and I got to hang out with Crystal last year in person. And I know Gary showed some of this yarn, I think on his channel. And I said, I'm waiting for mine also, and we should do a project together. So Gary, I got it open and I'm ready to go. We got to figure out what we're going to do with this. So one of these, Exquisite Clutter. This one right here is called Mr. Fahrenheit, which is a great song from the band Queen. And look at how gorgeous that is. It's a little bit more like magenta in real life. And look at the difference. So this is definitely pinker and this is definitely more rust colored. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Crystal, you did an amazing job. This one is called Burnin' Through the Sky. And look at how pretty that is. Now that's more rusty colored than the other one. I don't know. I think I like this one a lot, like a lot. And I'm not really a brown fan, but I know Crystal is. Okay, so since we're talking about brown, this particular one is called Delilah, My Dear. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. You guys, for 328 yards, a hat and a cowl with each one of these. And you know what? It feels soft enough. I bet you this would go through the knitting machine really well. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one is called Miracle on Earth. And it is more like, it's not brown. I don't know what to call this. It's such an odd color, but it's so pretty. It's like a combination of purple and brown and gray, but there's no purple in it. It's really, really pretty. So this one is called Miracle on Earth. And let's go to this yellow one. This one is called Live at Wembley. Live at Wembley. That's really pretty too. I'm not a yellow fan, but I'm not opposed to yellow. But look at how pretty that is. I love that. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the greens. This one is called Not for the Money, but for the Music. And it's like an olivey green for sure. Look at that. Look at the way the colors blend into each other. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be such a beautiful project, you guys. This one is called Liquid Mercury. And wow, oh my gosh. It's definitely like a pine forest green. That is so pretty. Crystal Bravo, love it. This one is called the Garden Lodge. And I'll show you some of the darker green there. And then it goes into this lighter. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Okay, so this is where I was confused because I have two of these blue ones and they looked really similar, but they're not. This one is called Crystal Ice. And it's lighter than the one I'm gonna show you next. They're just so pretty. You know, anything you make with this is gonna blend seamlessly, for sure. And then the other blue one that I got is called Melancholy Blue. And there is that one. This one is a little, let me see if I can show you this way instead. So it's a little bit darker. So let me show you the difference. So like this is the darkest color in this one, and this is the darkest color in this one. So they're definitely different tones. Okay, so there's those. And then I got 3 of this one. This is called 7 Seas. Oh, what? So I have almost 1,000 yards of this one. Oh, that would be such a beautiful shawl. Now I just have to find a pattern. She has a dragonfly pattern. Maybe I could use a dragonfly pattern on that. And so I have 3 of those. And then this purple one is, of course, my favorite. It is called Your Majesty Queen. Oh my gosh. Look at the purple on that. I mean, shut the front door. Are you kidding me right now? Crystal, I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh my gosh. And I got 3 of those. So I'm thinking that those 3 are going to be shawls. And then this, I mean, one could be enough for a hat and a cowl. So absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited to get the yarn. And I can't wait for you to come out with the solid ones. And Gary, let me know what project we're making. And then maybe we can do like a collab and then have everyone else do it too. That would be so much fun. Okay, so that's all the yarn that I have. So now what I'm gonna do is, because I've been pre-recording some of my makes, because I have craft fairs, et cetera, and I have to like bag them up and put them in my car, I've been pre-recording stuff. So I'm gonna insert a clip here of, if you remember when I told you for my craft fair, I sold some Fidget key rings and some Fidget flowers. I'm gonna insert the video of me showing you the Fidget key rings and the Fidget flowers, and I'm gonna put that in right here. Hey guys, it's Rose from the past. How are you? So I am coming on here right now to show you some Fidget key rings and flowers that I have made. I have a craft fair coming up in a couple of days, and I need to, actually tomorrow, I'm filming this on a Friday, and I need to pack up my car. So I didn't have time to make a yarn yakking video. So here is my little snippet about these key rings and Fidget flowers. So I'm gonna tell you that I used tutorials from a fabulous lady here on YouTube called All My Crochet. Her name is Norma, and I will link both of these patterns down below in the description box. One of them is a 3-in-1 tutorial. So she shows you how to make the key ring 3 different ways. And then there is also a flower tutorial that I will link down below. So I highly recommend this. If you have been watching me, you know that I've been buying lots of pony beads, and this is the reason why I've been buying the pony beads. Now, I believe in the tutorial, she uses like a 3 or a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, and I did not. I used a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook for all of these items. I did have a smaller hook to feed the bead through the yarn, but I did not crochet with a smaller hook. I used a 4.5 millimeter on all the items that I'm going to show you here today. So I used mostly scraps, and some of my scraps did not have yarn balls, and I'm not going to go over all of the yarn that I used because it was all just scrap yarn. So most of this was Hobby Lobby. There was some Big Twist, there was some Red Heart, there was a Karen 1-pounder. There was just all different kinds of yarn. And now I can actually get rid of all of these yarn ball bands because I used up all of these scraps. So I was super excited to get rid of all of this scrap yarn. So these are going to go, when I do craft fairs, I have a spinner rack with my chapsticks on it. And because this show coming up is a flower and garden show, I figured the flower fidgets would be perfect. So I'm going to split my chapstick rack and just do chapstick on one half and then the flowers and the keychains on the other. So I'm just going to show you what I made. So I'm going to start with the keychains. All different colors, all different beads. I'll just show you like 2 at a time, I guess. They just have the little key ring in the top. So this is all using the same color beads, but different yarn. So I hope you guys can see those. So there's 2 there, 2 there. I did take pictures of this when I was in the process of making them and sent them to my fabulous friends, Paula, Philip, and Carolyn. And Paula recommended that I do some that are more neutral or primary colors. So I did. So thank you, Paula, for the recommendation. And you guys, they're so cool because you could put this on your key ring and then you could just like spin these and they don't make noise. So for anyone who is a fidgeter, these are great to have on your keychain. And I just did all different color beads in there. I think I only have like one of these brown ones, but I have some orange and there's clear beads on that one. Just all different kinds. I just loved using all of my scrap for this and figuring out, and you guys, it was super duper easy. I highly recommend that if you are interested in making fidgets or you know some like teachers that might need some of these for their classroom. It was so much fun to make these. And now I'm obsessed with these beads. So there are some more. I'm telling you, I was obsessed. Here are some purple ones, and they're super duper easy, you guys. I think I went through an entire bag of these little keychains. So there's blues. I have some purples. I haven't counted them, you guys, but I know that there's a lot. And then I have this one with like a rainbow of beads. And then these are the last 3. And we're gonna see how they sell. And if they sell, then I'll make some more. But I think I have quite a few of those. So now I'm gonna show you the flower ones. So the flower ones are super easy too. And this one might be hard to see, but there's beads. You know, let me show you one where it's easy to see. There you go. So there's 6 beads around the flower, and then there's 6 beads up here, and you can move these up and down too if you need to. And this one fits on your wrist. So you can just hold on to it like this and then just fidget with it and in your hand. So people wouldn't even have to see that you're fidgeting with it. Well, I mean, they would, but you know what I mean? Like, so you could just like have it like that in your hand. So I'll show you all of the flower fidgets that I made. There's those. Oh my gosh, you guys, I had so much fun making these. So much fun. I don't know how best to show them. There we go. I'll show them to you like that. All right, then we have this red one here. And then we've got, look at that bright lime green one. I love that one. Like I'll have to see. I'm gonna probably need to keep one of these for myself. Maybe as I'm standing at the craft fair, I can actually have one on my wrist and play with it when there's no customers. Although that will have to be just mine, right? Because we don't want to sell a used fidget to someone. So if you guys have made these before, please let me know if you have used this pattern, if you used a different pattern. I like her 3-in-1 keychain pattern because you can do that keychain a couple different ways. There's that one. This one's really cool. It's got the blue beads in it. I mean, I think they're all really cool. So a couple more. And then these are going to get packed up in my car. Just need to make signage for it. This one's kind of big, but that's okay. And then here is the last one. So let me know what you guys think of the fidgets. I think I have enough to get started, and we'll see how they sell. I will keep you guys posted on that. All right, that's it. Take care. Bye. All right, guys, so let me know what you think about the fidgets. They were so fun to make, and I would like to make some more, but now I got to catch up on all the other stuff for my craft fair. So anyway, that's all I have. I hope you guys have a great week. I was tagged by Sam from Manfra's Makes in a tag that's going around. So I'm going to try and record that, and I'll have that up hopefully sometime later this week. So thank you, Sam, for tagging me. I will link her down below if you guys want to go check out her tag and just check out her channel. She is so amazing. You have to go and watch her. Just leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.